I'm just asking for a friend here, but is Prince Harry and Meghan Markle trying to get that IPP status fully restored to get immunity from the Diddy case? Hey up everyone, it's me, Stef The Alter Nerd, your nerdy alternative, and welcome to the Dose the Daily Nerd, where I break down the royal news and gossip of the day that's pretty much caught me eye, and oh my goodness, yeah, let's jump into this one, shall we? And it's actually thanks to one of you alter nerds out there that got me thinking this particular question. And so one of you actually made a comment underneath this video, the shocking link between Meghan Markle's Archewell and Sean Diddy Combs revealed. And if you haven't seen that video, I'll link it in the description bar below. But all credit, as far as I'm concerned here, is going to Elaine Thompson-UAN that said, this is proof of why they wanted security because of IPP status that goes with it. And guys, I do read your comments. This is proof. And so it got me to thinking, well, hang on a minute. This is an interesting perspective. Does Prince Harry and Meghan Markle want their IPP status fully restored to actually get immunity from the Diddy case? Now, let's go through it, okay? I'll put all the pieces together and you guys can decide the answer to that particular question. Do your own research, come to your own conclusions, all that malarkey, right? But for those that don't know, what is IPP? It's International Protected Persons. That's what it stands for. Essentially, it goes that no matter where you are in the world, if you have this particular status, then the government, with the country that you're in, will pay for your security through taxpayer-funded money. Now, how did they lose it in the first place? Well, as we all know, once they left the royal family, Harry and Meghan, through the Megxit situation, they effectively then terminated their IPP status. And this is the thing, right? The article here says, look, the late Queen Elizabeth II would have faced significant diplomatic repercussions if Harry and Meghan were allowed to retain their IPP status after stepping back from their duties. I do believe that would have been the case. Absolutely. Now, this is the thing. The rumours are that he is trying to get back the IPP status through his lawsuit against the Home Office, right? Because he is now being granted an appeal by Lord Justice Bean earlier on this year on the 23rd of May to continue his challenge against the UK government to get back the taxpayer-funded security so that no matter when he comes back to the UK, he automatically gets this security for him, Megxit and the children. And the rumour goes, the theory goes, that if he actually wins this case and he gets this automatic protection back from the UK government and the taxpayer-funded security, that then his IPP status will automatically be reinstated. And when someone has IPP status, the theory goes that they get automatic immunity no matter where they are in the world. Now, this is the thing, right? There are so many links I have found between Harry, Megxit and Diddy. So could there now be a renewed effort by Team Sussex to get this IPP status back in order to get automatic immunity from the Diddy case? Now, with all the links that are out there and the ones that I've mentioned on this channel, now let's be real here. There is no evidence or suggestion of any wrongdoing by Harry and Megxit. And I would treat any links at this point that they do have as highly opinion, conspiracy theory, whatever. But let me show you some of these links. Do your own research. Come to your own conclusions. Now, the first link comes from Jaguar Knight. And she has listed Megxit and Harry as being in one of Diddy's freak-off tapes. Again, this is all alleged. Now, until there's more evidence, I'm honestly inclined not to believe this. But here are out here and you guys decide for yourself.
I'm going to tell you who I believe is on the tapes. I believe Barack Obama got a tape.
Yeah, he playing hide the hot dog.
I know Jennifer Lopez has multiple tapes.
Oh, yeah. Oof.
I know Beyonce got a tape. I definitely know they probably recycled some old Stevie J and Eve stuff. I know Drake got a tape. I know Rihanna got a tape. I know Chris Brown's on one of them tapes. I know Trey Songz has been like a supporting actor in many freak off films. Definitely Usher. I think what would shock people are the politicians, and the royals that were on that tape. And I'm still trying to figure out when Harry and Meghan are gonna be honest about their freak off tape.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody really wants to talk about the fact that the royal family had many time at Diddy party.
Okay. So Jaguar Wright here is alleging that Hazza and Megxie is on one of these freak off tapes, okay? You guys do your own research, come to your own conclusions on that one. Now, this follows on to the second link, where Prince Hazza was actually linked earlier on this year to one of Diddy's lawsuits against him. And so he was named in Lil Rod's lawsuit against Diddy. And in this lawsuit, it says, quote, celebrities such as famous athletes, political figures, artists, musicians, and international dignitaries like British royal Prince Harry. Now, he was named in this lawsuit because Lil Rod is alleging that Diddy used his VIP associations to draw guests to his infamous parties, and allegedly used his association with Prince Harry as one example to do so. Now, again, to be clear here, there is no evidence or suggestion of any wrongdoing by Hazza by simply just being named in this lawsuit. But you guys might be thinking from earlier on, who is Jaguar Wright? Why would she name Hazza and Megxie as allegedly being in one of these freak-off tapes? Well, for those that don't know, she actually was in the music scene back in the 90s and early noughties, right? She is a musician. And because of that time period and her being in the music industry, she was actually running in the same circles at the time as Diddy. And she also claims to have been to Diddy's parties and witnessed how the events operated. She's even suggested that she went to these parties with the intention of actually trying to rescue potential survivors. In a video that she shared to social media, she asked, who is going to help them? What HR department do you know that has worked for any of these labels? And then following on to my third link, in my video from a couple of days ago, I showed that there seems to be a link between Megxie and Hazza's Archewell Foundation to one of Diddy's charities, which you can watch. I'll link it in the description bar below for the full details and receipts. And again, you guys can decide. Now, in terms of the link that I uncovered here between their charities, again, no evidence or suggestion of any wrongdoing by Hazza or Megxie. But it's still a link nonetheless that I thought was interesting to bring to you guys, so you guys can make up your own minds. But this is the thing. In conclusion, with there being so many links between Hazza, Megxie and Diddy, could there now be a renewed effort by Team Sussex to get IPP status fully reinstalled in order to get automatic immunity from the Diddy case? I've given you the information. You guys do your own research and you guys can decide for yourselves. With that being said, if you appreciated this video and you want more, believe me, of course there's going to be more. You do not want to miss my next video or my next stream this Sunday. My goodness, 10 o'clock UK time, 5 o'clock Eastern. I'm going to be doing a full charity stream. I am doing the half marathon in Manchester next weekend and I am raising money for the Survivors Trust. So I invite you all, 10 o'clock UK time, 5 o'clock Eastern this Sunday. Join me and some surprise guests as we raise money for charity and we show Hazza and Megsy how to really show up and do good. On your way out, to make sure you do not miss that and more content coming your way here on Stef The Alter Nerd. Make sure you subscribe to join our Alter Nerd tribe, because I'll be honest with you, help us now get to 1 million so we can also get that go play button right there and hopefully cause a Meghan Markle meltdown on Instagram. Like, share, comment down below your opinion, conspiracy theories, whatever's. Also as well, if you've got some very strong opinions on whether you think Hazza and Megsy want IPP status to get immunity from the Diddy case, and I bet you got some thoughts about that, then make sure you send me a super thanks. It's just below this video right here. We can have a conversation about this because it does guarantee a response from me. And until the next time, you guys, laters.